What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
One of the many recurring targets of our dismissive sarcasm on this show is the nation of Australia, a massive island in the middle of the ocean where people talk funny, winter is summer, the internet speeds suck, and every day is an existential struggle to survive against a cruel, godless ecosystem full of murderous wildlife sent from hell to exterminate the human race. That much we all can agree on.
Yes.
But in the past, our Australian viewers have been quick to point out that our assessment of the dangers of Australia's snake and spider populations was exaggerated. This, of course, sounded like absurd pro-Australia fake news, but it turns out those Aussies were right. The snakes and spiders are nothing to worry about compared to the horses.
Uh-oh. So this shocking revelation comes to us from a study published in the Internal Medicine Journal by some scientists from the University of Melbourne, who analyzed the data for deaths and injuries caused by venomous animals in Australia from 2000 to 2013. The article, titled Injury Trends from Envenoming in Australia 2000 to 2013, was specifically looking at the usual suspects, snakes and spiders. But upon closer inspection, it turned out that the real killer had been lurking in the shadows all along, chewing on hay and taking big, smelly dumps, and also having a very big penis. More Australians had been killed by horses in those years than not just snakes, not just spiders, but all of the venomous animals in Australia combined. Were dingoes on this? They're not venomous.
They're not. I don't know. It didn't say anything about dingoes.
The
Also, didn't say anything about drop bears.
Well, those are a myth, apparently.
Nope. Drop bears are real.
The dingo data is now pointless anyway because the father of the baby who got stolen by the dingo is dead.
He is dead.
Yes.
The dingo did eat his baby, though.
I think
it's
it
not
did,
funny because it happened.
But now he's dead, so in 10 years it'll be funny.
They'll make an Australian crime story.
Yeah, Australian crime story. The
Australian
dingo.
crime story. Dingo ate my baby.
Yeah.
That's
Back to
happening.
horses.
Yeah, back to horses though. They killed 74 people in those 14 years compared to 27 deaths caused by snakes and 0 deaths caused by spiders. Another surprise here was that bees and wasps actually tied with snakes at 27 deaths. Bees! And the intended underlying message of this study's results was, of course, to show people that the stereotypes about Australia's deadly wildlife weren't true. But for us, it has the opposite effect, proving that Australia is even more dangerous and uninhabitable than previously thought. Even the horses are sending a loud and clear message that this place should have never been colonized, and they're punishing anyone who fails to heed their warning. And the snakes and spiders, they're just a distraction, a decoy to take your attention away from the horses and swarms of bees that are out for blood. So to our brothers and sisters in Australia, stay safe out there, please.
I like how this whole thing is just like, we have more deadly animals than just the snakes and spiders.
Like, that's supposed to make me feel better?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Australia was a mistake.
Yeah. The Nemo movie almost brought it back. Finding Nemo is like, Australia's cool again.
Yeah.
After that Crocodile Dundee shit all over everything.
They don't even have guns there, so they can't.
They
like,
can't
if
defend
a
themselves.
horse comes clopping into your house, like attacking you. You just.
A horse is coming, clopping in for you and your kids, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
They're gonna start attacking schools next, just like
Yeah,
the bears
a
in America.
A school clopping.
Yeah. But let's move on to something less terrifying, but no less bizarre. The self-pleasure industry continues to be on the cutting edge of tech innovation. We've covered previous examples of this from Pornhub, whose inventions include sex toys like the twerking butt and a fitness tracker for sex. But today, the live streaming website Cam Soda is in the spotlight thanks to their new invention, the O-Roma. Did I do that good enough?
Yeah, it's like aroma and the sound of an orgasm.
Oh! Roma!
Roma.
Oh! The porn industry has long been an early adopter of new technologies. Not just an early adopter, but the thing that makes them excel into the marketplace. And while virtual reality is still in its early days, there are already tons of X-rated uses for it. But one thing was missing in the quest for total immersion until now. Smell. Ooh, that smell! Don't you smell that smell? The smell that is around you? It's a Lynyrd Skynyrd song. You love Lynyrd Skynyrd, right?
No.
Oh, I'm from the South. Sorry, I
Yeah.
got confused.
The O-Roma is a VR peripheral that you wear over your nose and your mouth. It looks kind of like a gas mask, but it actually contains 3 slots for different scent cartridges that users can choose to activate and configure at any time. Scent cartridge flavors include private parts, body odor, fragrances, I think that means perfume, panties, aphrodisiacs, and there's a picture of chocolate, so okay.
No, it's oysters. Yeah, but the oysters smell.
And,
I don't know if this is an unclean vagina or an oyster, but it's making me horny.
Yeah. And, of course, environments,
Yeah.
which it's just a picture of a field with flowers, so I guess flowers and grass.
Do you want to live the sound of music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a exhibitionist fetish. You want to do it outside. Now you can. You no longer have to stick flowers in your face.
South Park already did this with the smell-o-vision
That's
thing.
true. Yeah.
So farts are.
South Park did it.
Yeah, South Park did it. Yes.
Anyway, yeah. Cam Soda says that by mixing and matching those scent cartridges, the user will have access to over 30 sensual scents.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a vagina, and then I'm gonna mix it with, I don't know, ginger.
Is there like a slider for private parts you can choose between like butthole and front side,
or like
which one you want
yeah,
more
like
of?
balls? Like is there, how much of the difference between balls and butt are there, and balls and vagina?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh, we're not gonna find out. Well, you'll tell us.
find out.
Cam Soda's president, Darren Lundeen, told the Daily Mail, quote, "Users want an experience as up close and personal to their favorite performers as possible. And while watching content in VR might be better than watching it from a laptop, it lacks certain sensations like smell, taste, and touch. Pretty sure laptops didn't have that either. But whatever," he continued. "Smell provides that next dimension that heightens intimacy and takes the VR experience to the most immersive level yet." I don't know if I'm always smelling stuff whenever, in the past
She's
20 or so years.
But I can't smell her farts.
Yeah.
Boring.
Anyways, the O-Roma is currently available to pre-order, but this kind of full sensory experience, it doesn't come cheap. The O-Roma mask alone costs $70, and each flavor cartridge costs another $10. But apparently the best deal is $100 for the mask and 30 cents. You get to try them all.
Cam Soda also apparently has several other amazing inventions that we were unaware of until now. Take the jerk shirt, for example. It's a shirt with a prosthetic arm built in so that you can use your real arm to publicly masturbate anywhere that you'd like with zero repercussions.
Zero repercussions, and that's a guarantee.
It's even got a splash guard built into the lower front for easy cleanup.
And then it drains right into a nice little system that feeds into their O-Roma. Do you like the scent of male jizz?
It's my fetish, my own jizz.
Yeah.
And clearly the ladies were feeling left out here because Cam Soda also later unveiled the Wetter Sweater, a sweater for women to also discreetly enjoy themselves with 5 different sweater color options, 4 skin tone options, and 4 nail polish options. Very classy. Now, if this sounds ridiculous, well, yes, it is. It also might not be real though. Both of those products were unveiled months ago and still aren't actually for sale, despite some very fake sounding user reviews.
Excuse me, Dolores, could you hand me that pen, please? Any second now.
I'll use this hand.
No. It's a bit too far to reach. Your hand's right there. Why don't you just use it?
Yeah, also, what's up with your hand? It looks kind of fake.
It also smells like oysters in here.
Yeah. Who's cooking oysters? Who's shucking?
Who's cooking oysters in there? Anyways, similarly, in November, Cam Soda claimed to have opened up their Blowcast store where you'd spend $1 on a custom personalized bead delivered to your dick via teledildonics, where you wear a fleshlight-like device and a woman on the other side of the internet connection sucks on a dildo. It sounds magical, but there's no actual evidence that this is a thing aside from a blog entry on Cam Soda's site. It's a year-round April Fool's joke. The same is true of various other teledildonics breakthroughs that they claim to have made, which calls into question the legitimacy of O-Roma. In all likelihood, the O-Roma and all these other future sex products are merely a way for Cam Soda to get their name in the news and generate some good PR that brings curious, horny individuals to their only actual product, camsoda.com, where women take their clothes off for tips. In that likely scenario, congrats, Cam Soda, you got us.
You got us.
Yeah.
Shit.
But now, the market demands these items.
They'll be real.
People buy dirty underwear off the internet and smell it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, you can even get out of vending machines in Japan, unless that was a myth.
I think there was only ever one vending machine that did that, but...
It's like those Snapchat spectacles machines.
Yeah.
They need to take that dirty panty ATM on the road.
Yeah. You go to a website, where are those dirty panties at?
Oh, they're in Bakersfield.
But moving on to tech that's a lot more real and no less strange, we've told you about Hanson Robotics before.
Bop.
Not that Hanson, different Hanson. Now, for years, they've been earnestly pursuing their goal of creating a truly lifelike humanoid robot, to mostly disappointing and terrifying results.
Does it fuck you?
No.
Oh.
Last year at South by Southwest, they showed off Sophia, an interactive female robot who can answer basic questions while inhabiting just the deepest, darkest depths of the uncanny valley thanks to her lifelike facial expression.
Does she blow you?
No, she just strokes out all the time. Lifelike facial expression.
It's the worst characters from Westworld.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, now Hanson Robotics is crossing over into the consumer products market with an even more misguided concept. Professor Einstein, a tiny troll-like recreation of every little kid's favorite theoretical physicist, Albert Einstein.
Professor Einstein is intended to be an affordable, educational, interactive robot who will teach you science, play brain-teasing games with you, and even tell jokes.
Professor, have you heard any good jokes lately?
Stop me if you've heard this one. An ion meets an atom on the street and says he has lost an electron. The atom asks, "Are you sure?" The ion replies, "I am positive."
And hey, if science puns are too highbrow for you, Professor Einstein also makes funny faces and sticks out his tongue like a thirsty leprechaun. Anyways, while we have no idea who would actually want this demonic item in their home, the project has already raised over $50,000 on Kickstarter, putting it just past the halfway point of its goal of under $100,000, so could be coming soon.
To your neighborhood.
It also runs around in the middle of the night and steals stuff. I'll never expect Professor Einstein. Ugh.
They need to make a little robot that every night it takes a little bit of money out of your wallet and hides it from you,
Yeah.
so that at the end of the
I'm
year,
rich!
It's like, here, you saved $1,000 this past year thanks to my thievery.
You little son of a bitch! Ugh. Professor Einstein is going to cost $279 at launch, which is an absolute steal for people who previously couldn't afford a tiny, leathery, baby-sized recreation of history's most famous scientist, and also the person responsible for the nuclear bomb.
Einstein, how did you feel about the repercussions of your research into atomic energy? Those Japanese people had it coming. They didn't even give him a German voice, though. It sounds like one of those text-to-speech voices, like, "I am Professor Einstein."
Hello, my name is Mr. Macintosh. I'm a millionaire. Please sell me a house with a water slide and a giant sundae of ice cream.
Is this Blank Check?
Yes.
You doing Blank Check?
Yes.
That movie where the kid makes out with a grown woman and it's supposed to be just like totally fine? The ending to that movie is so disturbing. It was disturbing then, it was disturbing now.
With not real John Candy as the limo driver?
Yeah.
Sorta John Candy as the limo driver?
What a weird movie.
Didn't the guy from that movie, the evil billionaire, just die? Is that the same guy?
I don't know.
Well, they should remake it. But with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Buy a bunch of Lisa Frankfurters.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from dusty old dead 20th century scientists to modern day 21st century pharma bros. It's literally only been like 2 weeks since we last talked about Martin Shkreli, but the man just does not stop. And now that he's been suspended from Twitter for targeted harassment of a journalist, he's got a lot more time on his hands to devote to other tasks. Recently, the pharmaceutical industry trade group, Pharma, has been actively trying to distance itself from association with people like Shkreli, saying that they're totally different and not at all like Martin Shkreli and his greedy ways. Well, Shkreli ain't having none of that shit.
Nope. Because on his new website, pharmaskeletons.com, Shkreli starts off by addressing the trade group's president, Stephen Ubel, by writing, "Don't you dare point your finger at me for the pharmaceutical industry's troubles. It turns out we've all made some unpopular moves. Here are some of Pharma's member companies." And what follows is a long list of major pharmaceutical companies, each with examples of price gouging, poor investment into research and development, tax evasion, and just generally being out for profits above all else. Is this really shocking?
No, it shouldn't be surprising at all.
No.
But the biggest mistake people made when looking at Martin Shkreli's rise into infamy was assuming that what Shkreli's company did when they raised the price of Daraprim 5,000% was unique to them. It was not. Shkreli's just the rare pharmaceutical insider who has zero shame about not giving a shit about anyone but himself. He's a piece of shit, and he owns it. And these other closeted pieces of shit, they're gonna tell him that he's a bad person for that? I don't think so. So we've definitely got to side with Shkreli here, as weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
Even if his motives are simply to serve his own ego. We've always said that one of the most infuriating things about him is that with his knowledge and intelligence, he could really be a force for good in exposing the all-around shadiness of his industry, so it's actually kind of refreshing to see him actually doing that.
Yeah.
So Martin Shkreli might not be the hero we deserve, but he's sort of the hero we need.
Hey, he's kind of turning into the real Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Light the money on fire, Shkreli. Anyways, it's time to get into the second half of this show where we take a look at the weirdest real news headlines from this past week. But first, a word from our sponsor, Blue Apron.
Yum.
We love them. If you are a grown-ass adult and you don't know how to cook, it's time to take the plunge with the help of Blue Apron. They ship you a box filled with all the ingredients and instructions that you'll need to create delicious, home-cooked meals that you'll feel damn proud of creating. The ingredients are fresh, sustainable, and humanely raised. And since you only get the exact amount that you need, you're not creating any food waste.
Yeah, good for you. Each weekly shipment comes with everything you'll need for 3 meals, and they've got so many recipes that you'll never eat the same meal twice in an entire year. Some of the meals they're serving up in January include spicy shrimp and Korean rice cakes with cabbage and furikake, pork chops and garlic piccata with scallion rice and spinach, and mushroom and chipotle pepper enchiladas with lime sour cream. My mouth is watering just saying these things.
I had great tacos last night that I made myself. Anyways, enough about what I cooked. They've got a deal for you. Go to blueapron.com/weekly to check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals absolutely free with free shipping. You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so do not wait.
Don't do it.
That's blueapron.com/weekly. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Now with that out of the way, let's read some of the absolute best real headlines that we read this week. And this, we're not even talking about Trump.
No.
So,
Well,
yeah.
we might at some point.
Damn it.
75-year-old woman and son survived flying through tornado in bathtub, report says.
They're filming the new Indiana Jones anytime now, so maybe this was just a stunt.
Yeah.
Like when he put himself in that
Fridge?
fridge and survived Albert Einstein's invention.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, like, apparently in tornadoes, you're supposed to get into, like, the tub. It's a safe spot.
Well, it's anchored to the ground with lots of pipes.
Yeah, well, in this case, it didn't matter. They got in the tub, and it protected them from all the debris, but the tornado just picked up the tub and then gently set
Did a
it
cow
down.
fly by too?
They didn't, I don't know.
They should remake Twister. Twister was a good movie to come out when we were kids because it made us scared of tornadoes.
Yeah,
Not enough people scared of tornadoes.
they should do it in 4DX.
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing with
Yeah.
real debris.
The only movies that work in 4DX are
Disaster
natural
movies,
disaster
yeah.
movies like San Andreas.
Yeah.
A great film in 4DX.
Well, anyways, good for them. They made it.
Yeah, and it was all thanks to God.
Yep.
He did it.
Next up, teen spared jail so he can club baby seals. What? Please explain.
As teenager, he's 18. He got arrested for like stealing someone's motorcycle.
Oh, he's not a kid.
Well, he's a teen.
18.
Yeah, but instead of sending him to jail, like he already had a contract to go to Norway to help them club the seals in the annual culling, and then another contract in Canada or Alaska to go do the same thing, kill all the baby seals. So the judge was just like, all right, well, you go kill the baby seals, but you're not allowed to earn any money for the first month you're there.
First month.
Well, but I still get to kill baby seals, right?
Haven't they figured
Sure.
out, I mean, wherever you stand on the baby seal death judgment, don't they have a better way than just clubbing them over the head?
Well, you can't shoot them because those pelts. The pelt, it's worth a lot. You don't want to get any blood on that pelt. So you just go up to them while they're sort of taking their first baby steps.
Who the hell is
You
still
just
buying
club them to death?
seal pelts?
I don't know. I think there's like 1 or 2 designers that are still doing it. I think
Fuck
Versace. No one else is doing it because,
Yeah,
like-
it's deplorable.
yeah, I mean, the only people otherwise who use it are like Inuits. They
Yeah.
make clothes out of it.
Well, that's
'cause
different.
It's like actual waterproof fur.
And it's
useful like that.
it's they're literally using the environment around them to survive.
And they eat the meat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't buy baby seal pelts.
Or, whatever. Go kill them yourself if you're going to use them.
That should be the rule.
Yeah.
Versace should go up there, and we're not saying that company does it because I'm not sure. But whoever company does it should go up there and have to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want the coat? Let's get you a coat.
And the person buying it has to watch it live on Facebook.
Yeah. You still want
And
it?
all their friends have to know too.
Still want that coat?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
Shame.
pretty cool.
Let's move on though.
Protesters arrested after trying to raise Lenin from the dead using holy water. Didn't work.
Isn't he protected by like a big glass?
Yeah, he's in a
enclosure?
mausoleum.
Yeah.
These Russian pranksters, they ran in there on like some
Bro,
Russian
it's
holy
prank.
day. They took a bunch of holy water from the church nearby and threw it on there. They're like, come on, get up and leave.
What's the difference between regular water and holy water?
It's been blessed by the Lord.
Oh. Well, great. So it didn't work, and they got arrested. Good for them.
But I don't know. Russian civil disobedience, like those people like
Put their
Pussy
lives on the
Riot
line.
and shit. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, you could be killed. What are you doing?
yeah, there was like some YouTuber who did a prank video last year, like near a church, and they're just like, the sacrilege, you're insulting the church, so
Yeah.
like you're gonna have to go to jail for a year. It's like, what? Mm-hmm. So
And all the church people there, all the guys that are high up in the Russian church, they all look like Hagrid. You don't want to mess
yeah,
with
they
them.
do. I want to see some of these American pranksters go over to Russia and try their
Yeah, let's send them over
their
there.
bullshit.
What's his name? The one everyone hates?
Gone
Vitali?
sexual? Oh, Vitali? Well,
Yeah.
he's like Russian.
Yeah,
so-
send him back.
Yeah.
That's what Trump should do. Get rid of him.
Yeah. Move him to the top of the list.
Yeah. Badlands National Park Twitter goes rogue. Starts tweeting scientific facts.
They weren't the only ones.
No, there was
This is,
Death Valley. And then they had the actual Go Rogue Twitter account. NASA's doing it now.
It's a very odd time where the loudest voice of dissent is the Twitter accounts of
Of a
the
national
national
park.
parks and like science departments.
Yeah, because they're all gonna get clamped down on, and none of them are gonna have jobs anyway. So I guess why not?
But they're not even like tweeting out like anti-Trump things.
No, it's just
they're
facts.
just tweeting out scientific facts.
Yeah, they're not they weren't even taking a political stance other than they were tweeting facts, of which the current president doesn't believe.
Whoa. Science is a little bit political.
No.
We all know that when you're talking to people, you never talk about religion, the government, or science.
Scientific facts.
Scientific facts. You just keep that out of polite conversation.
Yeah. California man's 2 vehicles crushed by different trees in different cities on the same day.
Yeah.
It's just bad luck.
Yeah.
Bad luck, Brian.
That storm last week.
It was a
It
doozy.
was up in NorCal too, apparently knocking down trees.
It's raining so much here, people are taking to the streets in jet skis.
And he bought a lottery ticket. Didn't win though.
Ah!
Well, I'm feeling so lucky. I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket, and then no.
Feeling so lucky.
No, you're just unlucky.
Yeah.
Bangladesh man arrested at 27th wife's home on 25th wife's complaint. This is a fucking genius scam this guy's running. So
Yeah.
you know in India and Bangladesh and all those areas they have dowries.
Yeah.
So like the man has all the power in getting married. Mm-hmm. The wife it's her honor to be chosen as a wife.
And then the parents trade elephants, right?
No, the wife's family gives them a dowry. It's usually like money and like
An elephant.
a couple of sheep or some
I've seen
shit.
The Simpsons.
Yeah. So this guy, his genius plan was to just keep getting married and then skipping town, collecting the dowries, go find a new wife, stick it in a few times, have a couple kids, go find a new wife, get a new dowry. He's just racking them up. Mm-hmm. But he's been caught.
Now he's been caught. Is that a crime?
I think so.
Okay.
He's married to a lot of. I don't think they allow that kind of polygamy in where this happened. Bangladesh, is that it? I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Rat tied up and shamed in China for stealing rice. They would never do that to Pizza Rat in America.
No, I felt really bad for this rat.
Yeah.
I fucking hate rats, but this rat is all tied up like. What? He's a rat. He's designed to steal your rice.
Just club him.
Yeah. Kill the rat.
Yeah.
No.
Don't torture
Do
him.
the humane thing and trap him in a glue trap where he's stuck for hours and claws his own eyes out.
Yeah.
That's
Or
the right
starves
thing to
death.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
A sheriff who admitted to being a meth addict stole meth from a police locker.
I mean,
Big surprise.
that'll happen.
Yeah.
That's like with those dogs that get hooked. Or was that just an episode of Family Guy?
That was an episode of Family Guy.
Yeah, they got hooked to cocaine. I've seen it.
Yeah. This guy, he when he was a deputy, he was like, yeah, well, before you hire me, I just gotta let you know, I've struggled with meth addiction for several
Well,
years.
at least
They're
he
like,
was honest.
that's fine.
Yeah,
As
we-
long as you do the cop thing. And then he stole a bunch of meth from the locker, and they were like, hey, who stole his meth? Oh, probably the meth addict. But in the meantime, because American justice is so slow, he goes to a different town, runs for sheriff, and wins.
Yeah, good.
And now, just a month into his term, the charges are catching up with him. We
Wow.
did it, America.
Good. 4 school children took cocaine thinking it was sherbet.
I don't know how they thought it was
Is
sherbet.
this like pre-processed cocaine?
No, I think it was just cocaine. I mean, maybe sherbet means something different in England, but I mean, they took it and it wasn't sherbet. It was blow.
Yeah, were they all wired?
I don't know.
This is so much better than soda.
The story was very confusing.
Yeah, it's
not a lot of
very
details
hard to
'cause
confuse
kids are involved.
sherbet with cocaine.
Yeah, this weird little baggie we found, that must be candy.
Candy's one thing,
Yeah.
but like sherbet?
Yeah. Someone explain. in
Yes,
the
please
comments.
explain.
What
Please,
is
please
sherbet?
UK explain it to us.
Yeah. Brit-splaining.
Yeah.
Pizza delivery driver's car stolen and then returned with full tank and used lotto ticket.
So maybe the guy had somewhere to be real bad.
Well, they stole a bunch of stuff on the inside, but they
Oh,
did leave his
okay.
they did leave his Zach Wild record.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's an early record of Zach Wild. It's pretty great actually. I'm glad they left that there.
Yeah. Hard to find.
Yeah.
Not doing a lot of reprints on
Yeah.
Zach Wild.
Delivering a pizza, goes to drop it off. Someone steals it, and they found it the next day in the exact same place, but with a bunch
Like
of
if we
shit.
do it exactly the same and try to match the gas perfectly, it'll be like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. But they also like ruined his transmission and like his undercarriage. I don't know what they were doing.
Was it a
with
manual car and they didn't know how to drive it?
Could have been.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
That's the best thing you can do to avoid getting your car stolen is drive a manual.
Didn't work for this guy.
Yep. Driving standing up conviction for tall Newcastle man.
This was
This is the only car I could afford. Hey, look, it's the kid that laughs at everyone. Let's all laugh at him.
This guy is huge. Like his head sticks out above.
Yeah,
the-
you remember that story I've
Yeah.
told about the guy that drove with his head stuck out of the sunroof that went to my school.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
sounds like
same
the same thing. And
Yeah.
they busted this guy. It wasn't even his car though. He worked for a car dealership. He was delivering this tiny like fucking Ford Fiesta piece of shit to his customer. Couldn't fit in it. He's like 7 feet tall. And the judge was like, "Oh, you were just showing off."
Do they call it the Fiesta because they manufacture it in Mexico?
Probably.
Not any longer with that Trump tax.
David Cameron says he names birds after Boris Johnson before shooting them.
Good. See, politics is fun.
Yeah. He loves shooting. Apparently he's like being
Does he fuck the birds afterwards?
He wouldn't say. He wouldn't say.
Nah, I just put my dick on him.
That's for hog hunting. That's a
Yeah.
different thing.
The hog looks so sexy. Just give me some of that.
Look at it sticking its big old snout in its own shit. Rock hard.
He fucked a pig once. No, he didn't do that, but he put his dick on it or in its mouth.
Yeah, he did. We haven't forgotten David.
Yeah. $100 fine for man after chicken nugget anger boils over into McDonald's Nerf gun rampage. That just sounds fun. $100 is worth it.
Yeah, Nerf guns change a tragic mass shooter situation into
just a fun, silly
party.
game. Yeah.
No one gets hurt.
Yeah.
You can take out your anger. Apparently the judge didn't think so. Just like you could have caused a real.
They make it
Has to be-
obvious that they're Nerf guns.
Yeah. Well, the kid he was like he didn't get his nuggets in his order, so he jumped up on the counter of the McDonald's trying to just.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's going to jail now.
That's not awesome. No, you just got a fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
$100. Worth
Good.
it.
Worth it. So Stito's new party bag knows when you've been drinking and will even call you an Uber.
This is
But
so
it won't tell you when you're getting too fat.
Stupid.
Stop eating me, you fat fuck.
Yeah. They
It,
should tell you that.
You breathe on it and it like can if there's but it's not
It's
even
like
like,
if
a
there's
breathalyzer
any
if there's
alcohol.
any alcohol at all.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Although the bag does come with a $10 Uber code on it, so it
Yeah,
might be
that's
worth
cool.
it just for that.
Yeah. This bag of chips called my call for me.
Yeah, you just literally take one sip of beer, breathe on the bag, and then it's
Get
like,
your
here's
Uber.
your Uber code.
Yeah. It's actually-
sweet.
Telling you to do bad things.
Yeah. And finally, Trump says he doesn't like tweeting.
Does the end of that go, but I gotta. The people love it.
I mean, that's not the end of the title, but that's essentially, he's like, I don't like tweeting, but I have to do it.
I have to do it.
I have to defend
I have to
myself
put
from
the real facts out there.
the biased, lying media, always saying mean things about me. Twitter's the only response I can do. I mean, not responding at all would be
That'd be one thing,
other thing.
yeah.
Focusing on your job, I don't know. But apparently,
He's focusing on it really hard, Elliot.
You
He's
can
signed
know for sure.
multiple executive orders.
when you see Trump tweeting, you can now know for sure he's not doing it because he likes it.
Yeah, he's doing it for you and
He
your benefit.
hates it.
Yeah.
He's doing it for you, the
He's
American
sacrificing his happiness.
people. Yeah.
Anyways, that's all we have for Weekly Weird News this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember to use that Blue Apron code, blueapron.com/weekly. Check out our other episodes over here. We have a brand new episode of Tugs, and Marvel is putting out a video game. And we also have a new podcast where we watch Dragon Ball Z again, but we still don't know what's going on.
Nope.
Watch that. Go to etcmerch.com, buy the weird shirt, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.